Luka Doncic continues to give us highlight after highlight, especially late in really close games. The Mavericks have finally started to give him the ball and allow him to create offense in the final minutes, and it's paying off big time, especially the other night against the Rockets, on a night when Hallelujah rang through the AAC. It looked like the dreaded ringer curse may have struck the Mavericks too. For the first 45 minutes, it looked like the Rockets were going to cruise to a victory. James Harden had 33 points and 8 assists, shooting 10 of 19 from the field, and even hit a few right in Luka's face.
Luka 10, Brunson 10, Jordan 12, Matthews 16. At the end of the shot clock, Harden connects on another three-pointer.
It's a little wink to Luka.
And the struggle was real for Luka, who hit only 3 of his 13 shots with just 1 assist and 3 turnovers, and the Rockets were working him on defense. He looked like an actual rookie until the final 3 minutes, when he didn't look anything like a rookie at all. Let's break down how Luka went on his own personal 11-0 run to help the Mavericks beat the Houston Rockets. With 3 minutes and 9 seconds left to go, James Harden drives on Jalen Brunson and dishes the ball to Nene. Nene puts it up, and Luka fouls him from behind and grabs a whole lot of face in the process. This really felt like a frustration foul from Luka, but I don't think anyone thought it was vicious. But the refs decided to review the call, and it took
forever.
One eternity later.
They came to the conclusion that it was simply a common foul. Nene goes to the free throw line, hits both of his free throws to put the Rockets back up by 8. With just over 3 minutes to go, the Mavericks needed something to go right, someone to get hot, someone to make a shot. The Mavs tried to get West open off a pin down from DeAndre, but things got a little messy. Barnes takes a few dribbles and kicks out to Wes Matthews. At the beginning of the season, he definitely would have launched this shot, but he recognizes that Luka's man, PJ Tucker, had cheated off of him, admits the confusion, and so West swings it to Luka for an open corner 3. Harden attempts to respond on the other end and rushes a shot, albeit one that he usually makes, and DeAndre comes away with the rebound. This time, West does launch a 3, and DeAndre grabs the rebound, gets fouled, and the Mavs get to inbound the ball. Brunson passes to Luka, and DeAndre signals to Luka that he's screening Tucker. Clint Capella switches onto Luka, and DJ's mission was accomplished. Then Luka sizes up Capella, jabs right, catches Capella right as he tries to adjust his feet, steps back to create even more space, and drills the 3. What do you think about that move, Mark Followell?
He ain't no ordinary rookie.
On the other end, Chris Paul and James Harden work together to bait Jalen Brunson into a shooting foul, and Chris goes to the line for 2 free throws. But free throws are hard, and Chris Paul misses both of them. Can you imagine how many times Chris Paul must have chewed out DeAndre Jordan about free throws, and then DJ gets a first row seat to Chris missing 2 big ones in the clutch? So Luka has hit 2 threes, and now he's going to attack. He gets a little help from a DeAndre Jordan screen, and that's all he needs to get PJ Tucker on his heels. Then Luka stops on a dime and throws a floater into the hoop to tie the game. Harden tries that same shot from earlier and somehow gets a worse result, leaving the Mavericks a chance to take the lead. DJ screens for Luka again to get a mismatch with Capella, and Luka goes to work. He dribbles right, steps way back, drills the 3, and the crowd erupted. Well, except this guy. The Mavs take the lead and cap off, and
11-0 single-handed run, Luka Doncic.
Let's take a look at this shot again. This time, instead of a jab, Luka takes a full step forward, leaving Capella facing the complete opposite direction. And then Luka steps back when Capella is turned. Just look at Capella's hips right here.
I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right.
Except, it did not feel right. Luka's about to take a step backwards right here, and Capella has no shot to get a good contest on this. By the time he turns all the way around, Luka has already set his feet and started his release. It's the little things like this that help get a slow player like Luka separation. Of course, Luka didn't win this game on his own, but let's look at how the rest of this one played out. Harden takes a couple of steps into the lane, brushes Brunson off with his left elbow, and gets a layup to go. Now up just 1 with less than 30 seconds to go, Luka gets trapped and passes to DeAndre, who telegraphs this backdoor pass for 1,000 years. But Brunson receives the pass and keeps his body between Chris Paul and the basket to get the shot off cleanly. Both Mavs rookies are coming up big this season. With the Rockets down 3 again, Eric Gordon gets a shot off so fast that the Fox Sports broadcast team wasn't prepared for it. DeAndre comes away with the rebound, outlets to West, and Harden hit checks West into the courtside seats. West misses both free throws, and DeAndre hits the second rebound out of bounds. The Rockets get one more shot to tie the game with less than 14 seconds left. West picks up Harden full court, and he's met with a double-wide screen from Tucker and Capella. West fights through the screen and catches up with Harden just in time to swat the ball out of bounds and waste more time off the clock. So the Rockets get to inbound the ball with 5 seconds left. Tucker inbounds to Gordon, who runs a give and go with Nene, chucks up a prayer, and the Mavs win the game. On the referee's last 2-minute report, the only call that they deemed incorrect was this Barnes holding on Eric Gordon right here. This should have been called a foul, and since the ball hadn't been inbounded yet and both teams were in the bonus, according to Section X, Paragraph A, Line 3, the Rockets should have been awarded the ball in all privileges, which likely means free throws. But it didn't get called, and it looks like Gordon stepped on the line here anyway. The Mavs came away with the win, and nothing could take away from Luka's awesome night. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at NickVanExit, and subscribe to the Locked On Mavericks podcast wherever you get your pods. Thanks for watching. Boom.